Hello everyone. It's me Gautam Veerabatini from Customerlabs, and we have with us Azhar, who is the OnePredy Apps expert. Today we are here to demystify the Facebook's black box. Like you all are aware that Facebook is a very big black box where you're not able to understand what data Facebook is collecting and how it is showing. For example, the major thing that we are going to focus today is the EMQ, the event match quality, and how it is going. So I came up this with this problem, or basically a curious question as to, okay, what is happening inside Meta's black box? How are these events going on? How is this EMQ calculated? I want to understand completely about this. So I went to my go-to solution, my OnePredy Ops expert, who is a very critical resource here at Customerlabs, Mr. Azhar. So Azhar, please throw some light on how you were able to demystify this Facebook's black box and understand these event parameters and these events better.
So yeah, hi Gautam. As usual, so you have a lot of questions and doubt on the event parameters. So usually, Gautam, people used to track the events in the website, and they send those event signals to Facebook. So usually, this is what the actual setup Facebook requires, and there are certain standard parameters where Facebook follows. These are the parameters for each and every event that you need to send it to your ad platforms. So actual first party data. So when we talk about first party data and the event parameters, that is actually completely it's a different playground. Because we are focusing only on the meta, that we are talking about only meta parameters. But the actual playground is completely different, where you have n number of sources on your actual browsers. So usually, if you come to if you take any particular event, so if you take about a purchase event, the purchase event contains value, currency, and there are product information, other stuff which is actually required. So as per Meta, if you go by Meta, so the important parameters will be currency and value and the product information. So these parameters, okay. So everyone is having the event setup everywhere in the website, and everyone wants to collect the events. Everyone wants to send it to across all the platforms. But actually, people don't have idea what are the parameters they are collecting.
Exactly. So, Azhar, I've done a lot of research on what is important for Meta, and there are a lot of documentations also which tell you need Facebook click ID and email address, which is of high priority, and then Facebook also told the name, external ID, the other IDs are of medium and low importance. Other data also, or the event parameters. Now that I understood that part of the thing which Facebook tells in its documentation, I understood these are the parameters that are important and based on which Facebook is or Meta is calculating its EMQ score or event match quality score, which is like out of 10. Now, help me visualize how this data looks, or what are the event attributes or event parameters, how good is the coverage of these events, and how 1PD Ops helps, and how are you using 1PD Ops day in day out to show our customers this event data.
So yeah, Gautam, actually, you see, since you are aware about all this Facebook standard parameters and all the stuff, it is very easy for me to explain you the what is the actual parameters we collect and what we have into our system, how to view the data. Basically, I'll show you and I'll share my screen and I'll show you what we have in customer labs. That's quite looks very quite interesting. So you can view, by you having this data, you will be able to control your data around, across all your platforms. So see, as you said, as we can see this on this purchase event, you will be able to see we have segregated the parameters attributes. Like event attributes, product attributes, user dates, external IDs, UTM parameters, browser information, location information. If you are collecting any other parameters. Okay.
Okay.
So in this page here, what we consider as a event attributes is like total tax, this discount, shipping value. So this parameter coverage, which means we are able to collect this information from the browser with 100%. Assume
Okay.
that if there is 1,000 events we are collecting from the browser for this purchase,
Mm-hmm.
we are able to collect 100% of this all these attributes here.
Okay, okay.
So the same way as we are talking about the event attributes, let's go and check on the product attributes. What are the product attributes? What
Okay.
are the product attributes we are collecting, we are having in our system? So you can say the product name, product discount price, product discount percentage, quantity, price, and discount applied, MRP price, product ID. So see, you can see there are in attributes, more attributes, product attributes.
So these are the attributes that you'll be sending it to Meta Azure?
Yes. So
Okay.
these are the attributes where we are sending it to Meta.
Okay.
If you want customize it for other platforms, you can do it.
Okay, okay, okay.
So first you need to understand what are the data you have with you. As you said, you know earlier about Meta, what the documentation they have, what are the parameters required. The same way, each platforms have a different attributes requirements and different payload structure.
Correct.
To modify that, first you need to understand what kind of data you have, what percentage of data you have.
Correct. Okay.
So if you see that the product information here, right? So these are the product attributes we used to collect and we will modify according to the other ad platforms requirements. So the same way, if you go and check on browser information, so these are the browser, what kind of a browser language, screen size, page title, IP address, platform, page link, device. So these are all important attributes.
Interesting. Okay.
So these information will help you to understand what kind of a data actually you have in your hand.
Okay.
So when you see as a Customerlabs, you want to see people will look into where I can see the value of Customerlabs. So this is the actual value of Customerlabs. So as a data partner, we have all your browser data with us. So it's just you have to tell us what kind of a data you actually require, what kind of a data you would like to send it to your platform, so we can assist you, so we can coach you.
A quick question here, Azhar. So we'll be able to collect the data from the browser side and the server side.
Correct.
So do you see both the data separately, or is there anything that happens inside the platform? Because I know I talk about Stitcher 2.2 where the data gets unified. Does it happen even here in the events parameter coverage, or how does it? How can we see that?
See, so the unification, you are talking about the unification.
Ha,
Okay. So which means you want to stitch the browser information along with your server.
Correct.
So it is like a bridge between both of the events. It is quite simple, but it's bit complicated, task to explain you. So maybe later, next webinar we can discuss this unification process.
Definitely.
And I hope that maybe next time we can come up with a different problem so I can get solve it, for you. Maybe your feedbacks on this and browser information, other event attributes and parameters coverage. Just use it and let us know your feedback on this.
Azhar, a quick, another thing that just popped up in my mind. Yeah, you can stop sharing your screen, not a problem. Another thing that I could come across is now after looking at the complete event coverage that you have shown me, recently the Meta's restrictions on health and wellness is popping up very frequently and very much. Now, help me understand here. You are telling that you're collecting all the data. Now you'll be sending all the data to ad platform. So how are you actually, as a 1PD ops expert, ensuring that the PHI is not sent to Meta? Because I've done an exclusive interview with Vishnu. I've understood how this Meta score setup works and what is this everything around the health and wellness industry. What they tell us, you should not send certain PHI or the protected health information along with the user behavior or the event parameter.
Correct.
Now, I see in your tool, the event parameter coverage screen, that we collect all the event attributes. Now, if you're collecting all of this data, it is only going to send and create more problems for health and wellness because you're collecting a lot and lot of data, and if you're sending all this data to Meta, then that's a problem, isn't it?
See, yeah, Gautam. So as I said, as a data partner, we have the data. So if you are health and wellness, there is a restriction. So as a health and wellness, you have a lot of restrictions with your the disease information and the user information. You don't wish to share to your ad platform. That is absolutely right. And you can do it in Customerlabs. So we are here. We have a tool where we can modify the data according to your needs. So as for health and wellness, what we can do is we can hide the already the PI information is asked from our end. And the moreover, what we are going to do is we don't send any product information on the purchase data. On any of the data, we are not going to send any kind of a disease information. And we are the URL information and the page title. So we will remove the entire disease information or what or it may be. We will remove as per the rules of HIPAA, and we remove all of this information and will send only the limited information to Facebook. So
Okay.
which they cannot identify the disease and other information of a user.
Okay.
So this is actually again an it's an interesting part. So we can talk elaborately later maybe in another webinar.
Okay, cool. Now, so what I understand is you being a data partner, you will collect the data and store it with your in your platform. Now, if you want, so let's say Meta is telling don't send this data for this thing. So you can share only the data that Meta wants.
Correct.
Interesting. That's the exact answer.
That's the actual interesting part with the customer lab. See,
Mm-hmm.
if you look as a data partner, we are actually a data partner.
Correct.
We will give you a right data to your right platform.
Mm-hmm.
So where you can utilize this data and you can create a magic. So that's what it is.
Interesting. So, if I'm if I'm a health and wellness brand, or if I have any health and wellness client, all I can do is I can just them pull them into one PD ops, and then they can just set it up everything very seamlessly. Because I mean, you being an onboarding specialist, I know implementation is very easy and seamless for them,
Yes.
and we can send the data as they want. So we being a data partner, the first party data partner, we help them with any kind of customization with the data that they want.
Exactly. Right? So, Gautam, actually, the interesting part is like, the pitch is ready. Okay. We have the ball. It's about the batsman, which is like, the marketer.
Oh, okay.
So, we can give the ball, we can put the ball, we can tell them that this is the pitch and this is the data we have. How we are going to play it. It is with them. So how they are going to build a strategy based on this. So what kind of a data they really require to build the strategy.
Okay, okay, okay.
So that's where Customer Lab stands, and that's where we will coach the marketers.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Azhar. I would like to know if you have any other points that are that you want to share with our users, which will help them understand this event parameter coverage more, or any other tips that you would give for our users who are using or who wants to use OnePDOps.
See, we hold on your data, so which will help you, understanding your customers better. So that is the only thing. So in customer labs, you will know, the entire behavior and know your customer well. So when you know what if you know your customer well, which is means understand your customer based on the behavior before you tell it to Meta or something. So your strategy can plan based on your behaviors, based on the customer behavior. I understand there would be a few emotional approaches maybe in the behaviors. That is depends on the product and other
Correct, exactly.
things.
So, guys, like Azhar was mentioning, please behold your data, understand your customers better, understand your customer data better by looking at the events parameter coverage, understand it very well so that you can come up with your own strategies and you can understand why your EMQ is dropping, what's happening inside Meta without even going into Meta. So, get a complete one place, one stop solution for your data with Customerlabs, OnePDOps being your data partner. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Azhar. Thank you for being with us and sharing your insights. Again, we'll come up with a next webinar, probably discussing unification or in depth about more about how you can leverage your own data, own first party data. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah, see you soon.
So that's it from our end. So if you want to know more or if you have any questions, please join the OnePD Ops Club. The link is in the description. Do go there, join, connect with your fellow marketers, and be the top 3% marketer.